I found 21 credit unions that just pulled from Equifax because it feels like every time you apply for a new credit card, Experian is the one taking the hit. While most big name lenders can't seem to get enough of Experian, there's a bunch of credit unions that play by a different rulebook. These credit unions focus on Equifax for credit decisions, making it a huge advantage if you're trying to protect your score from extra hard inquiries from other credit bureaus. And later, I'll show you the free backdoor hack you can use to get into most of these credit unions without living in that particular state, and how there's a secret credit bureau specifically for bank accounts that you need to keep an eye on to avoid denials. So here are the credit unions. Let's start with Andrews Federal Credit Union. It's located in DC, Maryland, Virginia, and New Jersey, and you can become a member by joining the American Consumer Council. And they have personal cards that go all the way up to $50,000. Next, there's Langley Federal Credit Union. It's located in Virginia, and it's open to anyone who wants to be a member by donating $5 to the Langley for Families Foundation. They also offer personal lines of credit, which are rare these days, and they have a credit card that gives you 5% back in a category of your choice. Then there's PenFed Credit Union. Now this has nationwide membership. It's open to anyone who can deposit $5 into an account. One good feature is that you can get pre-qualified with your starting credit limit. They have cards with 0% APR for 12 months, and they have $100 intro bonuses too. Then there's AOD Federal Credit Union. It's located in Alabama, and unfortunately, membership is only open to residents, employees, and families in the 10 counties in close proximity to Oxford, Alabama. Then there's Signature Federal Credit Union. It's located in Virginia, and to become a member is accessible through the American Consumer Council. Then there's Liberty Federal Credit Union. It's located in Indiana, Kentucky, Tennessee, and Illinois. You can join by donating $5 to the Mater Day Friends and Alumni Association. You can get 0% APR cards with balance transfers for 12 months. Next up is Ag Federal Credit Union. It's located in Washington, D.C., and you become a member by joining the Friends of National Arboretum through the credit union for a one-time membership of $15. They also have personal lines of credit of 0% APR and balance transfer cards for up to 15 months. Then there's Consumers Credit Union. That's located in Illinois. You can become a member by joining the Consumer Cooperative Association, which allows you to qualify for the Consumer Credit Union membership. There are no obligations except for a one-time $5 membership fee, which Consumer Credit Union will reimburse you. Then there's SECU of Maryland. It's located in Maryland, obviously, and you become a member when you join SECU through one-time donation to the SECU Maryland Foundation. They also have 0% APR cards for up to 12 months. There's a large lineup of credit cards too, and you get your FICO score from them. Then there's the Credit Union of Texas. Located in Texas, and you can become a member, and it's open to residents in about 15 eligible counties or employees of a few dozen Texas-based companies. But what if you don't live or work in Texas? What then? That means you can't join this credit union. This has to be one of the most frustrating roadblocks with credit unions because they're so exclusive sometimes. You got to live in a specific area, attend the right church, or work in the right company to qualify. That's exactly why I created a database of over 150 credit unions across the country that anyone can apply to, regardless of where they live or work. I wanted to build something that makes these accessible no matter your location or job title. In this database, I've laid out a step-by-step instruction for applying with insider tips and backdoor methods to help you get in with these credit unions that you might not even know you qualify for. I also included details on which credit agency each credit union pulls from. So if you want to apply for a credit card, you know exactly what to expect. And a good amount of these credit unions offer credit card limits up to $50,000 too. So hit the link below to get instant access to the credit union database. Okay, moving on. The next one is Digital Credit Union. That's located nationwide, and you can join through any of the following partner organizations: Merrimack River Watershed Council for $35, the New England chapter for $15, Organization for the Assabet, that's $30, Reach Out for the Schools is $10, Sholin Farms is $25, Southborough Open Land Foundation is $25, the Free Software Foundation, which is $120, Worcester County Horticulture Society, that's $55, and I noticed that they have what they call a quick emergency loan that lets you get back on your feet if you fall in tough times. Then there's Green State Credit Union, that's located in Iowa and Illinois. It's open to membership for anyone in Iowa Consumer Council or the American Consumer Council. And they also have 0% APR cards for up to 6 months. Then there's State Employees Credit Union. That's located in North Carolina. It's open to state employees of many North Carolina organizations and National Guard members. Next, there's Alliant Credit Union. That's located nationwide, but online only. It's open to anyone nationwide when they deposit $25, and they have 0% interest cards for up to 12 months, and a pre-qualification tool, and a card that offers 2.5% cash back on all purchases. Moving on, there's Chevron Federal Credit Union. That's located in California and select other states. You can join if you're a member of one of the following associations. One is the Financial Fitness Association for $8, and that's covered by Chevron Credit Union when you join. And then you have Contra Costa County Historical Society, and you can join through another historical society. You can get access to personal lines of credit and a large lineup of credit cards with 5% back on some of them. Next is NIH Federal Credit Union. It's located in Maryland, and you can become a member if you are with NIH in a employee capacity, contractors, or affiliates of NIH. What they have are tailored products for healthcare professionals. Next up, there's Interior Federal Credit Union. They're located in Washington, D.C., and you can join if you're a Department of the Interior employee, contractor, or volunteer. Then there's Justice Federal Credit Union. That's in Washington, D.C. as well. You can join if you become a member of the American Correctional Association for $35. But they also have 0% APR cards for 18 months. Then there's SkyPoint Federal Credit Union. That's located in Maryland, Virginia, and D.C., and membership is restricted to people in one of 6 cities near DC. I did like that I saw a nice $200 intro bonus with their credit cards. Next is Signal Federal Credit Union. That's located in DC. And if you live in Maryland, DC, or Virginia, you can become a member through the Signal Financial Charitable Foundation. They do have a $100 intro bonus on their credit cards and 0% APR for 12 months. Credit limits also can go up to $40,000. Then there's GE Credit Union. That's located in Ohio. And if you live, work, or worship, or attend school in one of the 20 counties in Ohio, you can become a member. They also have cards and 0% interest for 12 months and a $240 intro bonus. Now, when it comes to getting in the best credit unions, not being a direct member doesn't mean you're out of luck. There are creative ways to open doors that you thought were closed. You can join in a bunch of ways. First, you have employer affiliation. You can work for a specific company, organization, or government agency that is partnered with the credit union. Then there's geographic location. If you live, work, worship, or attend school in a specific city, county, or state that is served by that specific credit union. Then you can have membership in any partner organization. So you can join an approved association or nonprofit that grants you eligibility. Think of the American Consumer Council, which is very popular. The Financial Fitness Association is popular too. And a big one is family relationship. If you have any immediate family member, spouse, child, parent, or sibling who is already a member, that means you can join too. And this even extends to household members as well. So if you live in the same household as an existing member and share a single economic unit, then you can join with them. And then you have military service. If you're an active duty member, a veteran, or a civilian employee of the U.S. military, or a related federal agency, there's a ton of credit unions out there that you can join. Then there's educational or alumni connection. If you're a student, employee, or alumnus of a specific school, college, or university that has a relationship with a specific credit union, that's your inroad. And you also have industry-specific employment. So if you work in a certain industry, such as healthcare, education, or public service, that's often tied to a credit union that's serving that industry. There's so many ways to get in. If your retirement status is associated, so if you are a retiree of a pensioner from a company, agency, or organization associated with that credit union, that's your way in. And then you have membership through a co-op network. So if you belong to a cooperative network that the credit union is a part of, allowing you shared membership eligibility. You can also be a part of a community or homeowners association membership. If you're a part of a local community organization or HOA that's partnered with the credit union, often allowing its residents to qualify for membership. And I think one of the easiest ways to get access to some of these credit unions, or most of them, is the American Consumer Council. You don't need a relative who's a member or a workplace connection, just a little know-how. The good news is that you can use the code SERVICE to sign up for a free membership with the American Consumer Council. That means there's no hidden fees, there's no fine print, it's just free. Now think of this as a back door into the credit unions. But here's the thing, if you're on a mission to open up multiple credit union accounts, whether to diversify your banking or build relationships for future credit, you really want to understand how check systems can make or break your application. Think of check systems as a credit bureau for your banking history. If you've ever had a checking or savings account go sideways, like closing an account with an unpaid overdraft or bouncing too many checks, that info might be logged in the check system's records. But it doesn't stop there. If you're rapidly opening multiple accounts, check systems can flag this as potential risk, even if all the accounts are in good standing. Here's how it works. It acts as a watchdog for banks and credit unions. When you apply for a new account, many institutions will check your check system's report to see if you have a clean record. If the report shows issues like unpaid overdrafts, closed accounts due to negative balances, or even fraud alerts, you might face denied applications, limited account options, or are being required to pay off old debts before being accepted. Even if you're just opening multiple accounts quickly, check systems can raise a yellow flag that says, hey, this person is opening accounts too quickly. Let's take a closer look at him. Some credit unions might interpret this behavior as risky and prefer to see steady, responsible account management rather than rapid openings. If you're looking to open up those accounts across different credit unions, here are some tips to keep your check systems report in check. You'll want to spread out those applications. Applying for 10 accounts in a single month might set off alarms. Instead, space out your applications over time. Now, this approach makes it look like you're building relationships thoughtfully rather than aggressively. And you want to keep existing accounts in good standing. Make sure you don't have unresolved overdrafts or negative balances that could show up in your check systems report. A clean slate now means fewer problems down the line. And not every credit union uses check systems, so you'll want to prioritize the ones that don't. If you're planning to open several accounts, consider starting with those that don't require that check systems review. Now, the good news is you can clean up your check systems report as well. If there's any errors, you can dispute them just like with a credit report. If you had past issues but have since been paying off those debts, you can request an update from the reporting bank. And don't forget, most negative marks fall off after 5 years with check systems. But if you're like me, then you don't like waiting for negative items to just fall off. You want to remove those baddies off of your report immediately. That's exactly what I did a few days ago with 4 hard inquiries on my Experian credit report. I got 4 inquiries completely removed within 20 minutes. I was shocked. So check out the next video where I show you what number to call, what buttons to press, and what department to ask to get those hard inquiries deleted in record time. Thank you for watching.